quiet weight of loneliness. Loneliness is one of the strangest feelings a person can experience. It is possible to stand in the middle of a crowded city, surrounded by thousands of people, and still feel completely invisible. It is not simply the absence of company, it is the absence of being understood. It is the feeling that your thoughts, your fears, and your hopes exist in a world where no one else can reach them. There are days when loneliness arrives quietly. It slips into ordinary moments. A cup of coffee in the morning, an empty chair across the table, a walk through familiar streets. Everything looks the same, yet something feels missing. The silence becomes louder than any conversation, and memories begin to speak more clearly than the present. Loneliness also changes the way a person sees the world. A laugh heard from across the room can remind someone of what they no longer have. Couples holding hands, friends sharing stories, and families gathering together can make the distance between oneself and others feel even greater. It is not jealousy that hurts most, it is the longing to belong. Yet loneliness is not always an enemy. It can become a teacher. In long hours of solitude, people often discover parts of themselves they never noticed before. They learn what truly matters, what dreams still remain alive, and what kind of life they want to build. Solitude can become a place where creativity grows, where books become companions, where music speaks without words, and where reflection brings unexpected wisdom. The greatest challenge is remembering that loneliness is a season, not a permanent identity. Human lives change in ways that are impossible to predict. A conversation with a stranger, a new friendship, an unexpected opportunity, or a simple act of kindness can begin to reshape a life that once felt empty. Hope often enters quietly, just as loneliness once did. Everyone experiences loneliness in some form. It does not discriminate between the rich and the poor, the young and the old, or the famous and the unknown. It is part of being human. The important thing is not to let loneliness convince us that we are forgotten or without value. Every person has a story worth hearing and a life capable of touching others. In the end, loneliness reminds us how deeply we are meant to connect. It teaches us to appreciate genuine friendship, honest conversation, and simple moments of understanding. When those connections finally arrive, they are treasured because we remember what it felt like to live without them. And perhaps that is loneliness's final lesson. Even in our quietest moments, the possibility of connection is never truly gone.